What's going on? Are we live? Looks like we're live. My feed's a little screwed up and my tummy hurts. But yeah, obviously the Trump shit is really clogging up the airwaves at the moment. And other than that, I don't really know what else is going on. Definitely going to look into the Tana Mongol, Cody Ko stuff. Penguin Zero got some more drama, as if I didn't get enough trouble with that. We can go into the trouble that I got into with my Penguin Zero coverage originally, and then we'll go into the new stuff with Logan Paul. That's going to be the plan. We'll wait for some people to come in, and we'll freaking get going. Sean YP, everybody.
Yeah, hop in a Rari, she's my light so I bought a Ferrari. Space coupe, we rockin' Atari. Take for granted the life that I'm giving. Taking risks every day that I'm living. Don't listen now, but you remember why. Every time that you see
if you guys have anything interesting you see going on, send it in. It's a dead day.
I can change your life in a second. Need a time, so I bought me a big watch. See the
I'll send the link to the Discord.
Realize that life is a big stop. Checking over my shoulder, I needed that. Normal life is not for me, I'm spitting fast. Pulling up on my brother, I'm ripping fast. Yeah.
Not much on the dock today.
My life around everything.
Although the Tana stuff will probably be a bit.
Me back to the better days. Waste my life just to find a way. Seeing everything just fade away. Risking everything to throw away. Sell my soul just to find a way.
It's prison rules. The biggest guy in the Discord is Jax. Please yell at him.
But I did me wrong. I cannot see him through the front glass. Changing my life, it's moving fast. Jet in a hurricane moving past. I knew in my future I'd make it out. Hop on a Porsche, they hating fast. Saying they love me, I know it's fake. I'm seeing the lies right in your face. I'm on a stage, I got a place. Light to me now, I kill the scene. I just got the brand new interface. Look in your eyes, I see the pain. Watching this light just fade away. Blew at the bass in 808s. Hang up on me now, you change your face. See me blowing up, it's time to change. Making a move, I gotta change. See my life over everything. Two-tone watch, I stayed the same. Higher mind than the average man. Beaten down, but I still survive. I refuse to be broken now. Know my worth, I ain't joking. I remember all the words and lies. Yeah, hop in a Rari. She's my light, so I bought a Ferrari. Space coupe, we rockin' Atari. Take for granted the life that I'm giving. Taking risks every day that I'm living. Don't listen now, but you remember why. Every time that you see me, I'm flying high. Wear my whole life without being defined. All the struggle I went through, I'm living. I can change your life in a second. Needed time, so I bought me a big watch. See the time tick by my wristwatch. Realize that life is a big stop. Checking over my shoulder, I needed that. Normal life is not for me, I'm spitting facts. Pulling up on my brother, I'm ripping fast. Yeah. Loving you was the biggest lie. Changed my life around everything. Feeling stronger than I've ever been. Put me back to the better days. Waste my life just to find a way. Seeing everything just fade away. Risking everything to throw away. Sell my soul just to find a way.
By the way, I was at a party with Sean, and he told me this can be my song. I got full permission. This is the MeJoeShmoe anthem. I love this. I love it. It's a bop. We're hanging out yesterday. All right, what is going on? What's happening? What's popping? So yeah, Trump got shot. I guess we could talk about that a little bit. I don't like to talk about that type of thing. You know how I roll. I don't really like the politics, and just you can't really have a discussion without taking a side, or else you'll be harassed by both sides. Obviously, I don't want anyone getting shot. I don't think it's totally wrong to be making jokes about it. My biggest thing that I will comment on, that I was debating on commenting on it or not, because just everything has to be so political. The shot, the original photo, this photo, actually, I can't find the original photo. This is my version of the photo. So where this was taking place, there was a giant crowd behind him on like bleachers. And the photo they took after the incident was like this nice blue clear sky. Not that anything else other than the background was doctored, but I was like, it looks photoshopped. So I thought I'd take it the extra mile and put him in Minecraft. I thought that would be funny. Just see if someone picks it up that doesn't know any better. That would be funny. So yeah, I don't know. What else is there to say? I mean, former President Trump has been shot, it would appear, which is not good. And I'm sure someone would make that into a political statement, which is why I don't care to discuss it anymore. Make him hold a pickaxe. I will. We could do that. Beazle, don't you have info on the Don't you got info on the iDubbbz? What's going on with iDubbbz? Feel free to send me any of that in on Twitter. I saw you in Bungie's live stream today, Beazle. I saw you were a mod. What a prestigious honor. I can't believe they gave him his but Big Bungie, everybody. That's a worthy shout out. Quick, that's a worthy one. We could talk about that. This guy, Big Bungie. I like his content a lot. He's super duper edgy. That's putting it lightly in today's terms on YouTube. But this guy, Big Bungie, I really like him. I recommend him all the time. I think he's really, really funny. He's the only YouTuber commentary guy that will actually physically make me fucking laugh. Here's his channel. Big Bungie just put out a new video. This woman has 200 altars. I know a little bit about this woman. It's pretty funny. She like claims there's like 200 people living inside their head, and Bungie knows like all the lore. But he's been demonetized for a fat minute, and I gotta be honest, I thought the next step for Bungie was he was gonna be Gonski. He was gonna be kicked from YouTube. And they actually gave him back his monetization. He's back, baby. He's making that money. That is so funny to me. and I'm here for it. I love that. But I was like telling my girlfriend and shit. I'm like, this Big Bungie guy that I like, he is gone. There's no fucking way. It went the other direction. The dude got freaking monetized again. So go check out Big Bungie's new video once you're done here and you watch my new Caseytron video, which didn't really go the way I thought it was going to go, but I still threw in plenty of lulls in there to make fun of her a bit. But I'm watching all these videos trying to learn why I should hate Caseytron. And do I think she's a fucking... I've been following her for like 2 months. Do I think she's annoying? Yeah, I think she's really annoying. Do I hate her? Do I hate Caseytron? I don't. You got people like Logan Paul, which we'll talk about a little bit because we're going to talk about Penguin Zero and that drama with Logan Paul. Yeah, Logan Paul who's like genuinely scamming his fans and lying about it, hiring criminals to help scam his fans, allegedly. You got Jack Doherty going out in public harassing people and then having bodyguards get physical and people fight back. You got Mike Zerka, those guys on Kick, which I like Kick as a platform, but you got like they're like making jokes out of like being a pedo and shit. And you want me to hate Caseytron because what? She's annoying. She's ratchet. She says dumb shit on Twitter. Everybody says dumb shit on Twitter. I don't give a fuck. Make Caseytron great again. She needs to dump her dumbass lame friends and be friends with MeJoeShmoe. I'll fix her. I can fix her, dude. I can fix Caseytron. That's my official statement. Here's some funny shit that I really like. I want to share with you guys. Have you guys ever heard of... I watch this shit all the time. There's like lore. There's lore here. There's lore here, guys. This shit right here. I guess this is the person who makes these. Dissand. And they're like shorts. They're all shorts. I want to look for like a video though. No, I guess it's going to have to be a short. It's these little short form videos of this guy. And the lore here. There's lore here. There's not. Let me show you one of these. Hi, Bagel. Let me show you one of these videos. I'll tell you the lore then. Because I just want to show you how fun. I think this is so funny. I watch these all the fucking time, dude. It's my ghost friend. Shh. Is there something wrong with me? I think these are so good. I love these so much. I not ironically watch these all day long. Let me tell you the lore, because there is lore here. There is lore here, ladies and gentlemen, and I know it because I watch so many of these. So, okay, so this guy, this skinny little yellow dude, all right, he's the son of this big rich yellow dude that owns this like big multi-quadrillion. There he is. There he is. There's his dad. So this little skinny yellow dude is the son of this big muscular guy, and there was like something wrong with the relationship there. Like he has a bunch of flashbacks to the dad kind of like being like, stop fucking around. I'm going to train you to be like the best son ever, right? So I'm not sure what happened. I haven't gotten that far yet, but like he at some point split. The father doesn't know where the son is. And then the son gets his own place with like roommates and shit, and there's like a ghost in there, right? And he like lives with this ghost girl. This ghost girl tries to scare him. They become like best friends. And then yeah, I don't know, there's like a whole side thing where like this girl right here is working for the father, trying to find this dude, and he's hanging out with this ghost girl and doing work for this like rich person here. So yeah, I don't know. That's that's what I've been into. That's the content that I've been watching. Go watch it. It's good. This sand. I'll link it. I'll link it right now. How do I link the whole channel? Did I just copy the URL? Yeah, I think so. Are you caught up on Skibbity Toilet lore? I'm not caught up. I will probably get caught up when I go on vacation, because last time I was on vacation, I got super duper high in Maryland, where it's legal, for the record, a long time ago, and I watched the entirety of Skibbity Toilet. There's the links to the Descend shit. I think these videos are so funny, dude. So yeah, that's that. That's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. That's how productive I am. We love it. It's great. Good content. It's genuinely good content. Good shit. The animation style reminds me of Foamy the Squirrel. I know who you're talking about. Maybe it's related. I don't know. All around the Skibbity bush, the monkey chase. No, yeah, the Rizzler. All around the Skibbity bush, the monkey. No, what's the new one? There's some new Zoomer vernacular. There's what's the new one? I learned a new one recently. Fuck, I was arguing. We'll go right on to that. Maybe I have it. Maybe I have it here. All right. So if you guys don't know, I recently picked a fight, bro. I picked a fucking fight with the biggest dog in the room. Prison rules, right? I walked up and I punched Moist Critical right in the nose. Not really. I actually feel like I was very fair. I just was going over what had actually happened and was criticizing him, because what happened is well, we did this on live. It was what happened was Penguin Zero got a story from this other channel that alleged he was being copyright stricken by Sniper Wolf. Now, I think part of the problem here is a lot of people aren't YouTubers. A lot of people don't make that sick YouTube cash like I do. But if you're a YouTuber and you're familiar with like how copyright strikes work, how to issue copyright strikes, like the back end a little bit, you should have known better. You should have known better. You should have at least asked for the email to make sure it wasn't just some rando Google user, like it was a Sniper Wolf affiliated. You can reach out. There's I feel, and many people agree with me genuinely, that I think a lot of people are too pussy to talk about it. Moist Critical really did fuck up by running that story. It was very clearly fake once the information that he did not ask for originally was eventually leaked. Should have waited to talk about it, because the title to his video was literally Sniper Wolf Strike the Channel. Then he had to come back with another video called Sniper Wolf Did Not Strike a Channel. And then everyone's supposed to just like excuse the gross ignorance, which, like, again, and I said this in my video, it doesn't mean like, oh, screw Moist Critical, I hate Moist Critical, but like, he's taking a lump here. He fucked up. The man fucked up. And it was preventable. All right. Oh yeah, the dislikes are crazy. 20. Actually, it's not. It's way worse than that. It's way worse than that. That is not accurate. That is not accurate. That's just my fucking thumb. That's my shit screwing up. Hold on. Let me get in here. Let me dig in here. I'll get you the real numbers. This got disliked to fucking shit. Nobody was even watching the video. But I think, okay, so it tells me that the traffic was coming from like Discord, right? So my thing is like some Discord got this video and just shared it all over the Discord to come try to get me, to try to silence me for criticizing Charlie. The watch time for this video's average is literally like a minute. And then we got 58 dislikes. Let's freaking go. It's not like Leah's a good person, but the correct take here is that Sniper Wolf didn't do anything wrong. We can't just be making fucking videos on people and throwing them under the bus without evidence. If you're a slopper, whatever, like, but it's Moist Critical. He's got like 5 million fucking subscribers. Every video he does gets like 1 million views. He's basically like a genuine. He probably has more influence than like genuine media outlets. Penguins did it. Yeah, okay. He apologized after he fucked up. So okay, you apologize, but that still means you fucked up. So these were great. Here's some good comments we got. We're gonna have to bring up the did Boogie fake his cancer? We're gonna have to bring up the Boogie cancer. No one can silence Schmo. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care. I would retract if I thought I was wrong. I'm not wrong is the problem. I'm correct. Believe me, all these people tried to argue with me. So this one I actually pinned because I thought it was so funny. Ba431 added Penguin Zero. like Charlie was gonna come and get me. And for the record, if you watch this, like I don't say anything crazy. I'm literally just like, he fucked up. I'm glad he apologized. Like I watched the whole video. I didn't leave anything out. Like I didn't really even criticize him that much. I like the criticisms I gave him were just, and I wasn't the only one. Nicholas Diorio was on this too. Look, freaking and again, a lot of it is people don't know what the back end of this shit looks like. I do. I know enough. I know well enough that I know that I would have known better. How about that? Look, Nicholas Diorio is fucking on it. Has pretty much the same opinion as me. Cheeto has pretty much the same opinion as me, I believe. I'm not unique. I don't have a unique, brave opinion here. I really didn't say anything that crazy. So yeah, I thought it was funny. At Penguin Zero, he put an O in instead of a 0. He fucked up. Then this, like, they're not even watching the video. Did you not see his video where he legit admitted to realizing he didn't strike the channel? That's the problem. New information didn't become available. He just ran a story without the information. That's the problem. Like, so what? If I punch you in the fucking mouth and knock your teeth out, it makes that first action okay? Because then later I come back and I'm like, oh shit, dude, I didn't realize you weren't the girl who smacked my girl's ass. Sorry, bro. I guess I should have asked. Guess I should have made sure first before I knocked your teeth out. That makes the first action acceptable because I apologize? No. You can forgive me. It's forgivable. It's not irredeemable. I'm not saying fuck Moist Critical. I hate the guy. But it's like, this is like, if it was anyone else, I'd talk about it. So why wouldn't I talk about it if it was Charlie? Right? Yeah, 59 views and 30. I don't know. It's ridiculous amounts of controversy. And we're about to go do it again. Because recently, Mr. Beast posted a video where he got like all the biggest YouTubers in the game together. This included Logan Paul, a very credibly accused scam artist, if you want to call it that. If you don't want to take my word for it, go watch the CoffeeZilla coverage. The coverage that originally Logan had a problem with and then later on agreed with, and then now recently is suing CoffeeZilla for his coverage of CryptoZoo. I think Logan Paul is a pretty bad guy. I don't really have much nice to say about him. And he's suing CoffeeZilla for covering his crypto scams, allegedly. Got to be careful because the dude's throwing lawsuits out now. And one of the people, to cover this was Charlie. Here, let's look it up. Penguin Zero. Let's just look up Penguin Zero Logan Paul and see if the SEO is not destroyed with the Mr. Beast video yet. Yeah, it's destroyed. It's fucking destroyed. But here's a video. Logan Paul's biggest scam. So here he's talking about Logan Paul's scam. Logan Paul's new response is horrible. Scam. Best, like, look at all this Logan coverage, talking about the CoffeeZilla shit, all this stuff. And then, and Penguin Zero made a video about it because people were criticizing him. During the Mr. Beast video, he goes up to Logan Paul and is being all buddies with him. He's shaking his hand, being all like, yo, man, I like you. I like... I thought it was pretty off-putting. He's got some, seems in his videos he's had some pretty strong opinions, just in my opinion, opinions of Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul's a piece of shit. I don't really want to go that far into it because we're going to get off track. But yeah, I mean, Logan Paul, if you've been fucking around, you've seen the videos, you follow the guys like CoffeeZilla, You know what the guy's all about. You know what he's gotten into. You follow Penguin Zero, you especially know, because he's followed this shit. He's made videos about everything that's happened with Logan Paul and these scams and his many controversies. And now here he is shaking hands, being best friends with Logan Paul. So here's the video. Mr. Beast got me into drama. It's like 10 minutes long, and he's gonna go into it here. And I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious to see what he has to say, because again, this isn't like a once and done. I hate this guy type of deal. But dude, if I saw Logan Paul in person, I don't think I'd be shaking the dude's hand, being like, "Hey, buddy, hey, guy." I'd be like, "Hey, man, where's the crypto zoo money, brother?" You know. Logan Paul isn't the only bad guy in that video. Yeah, dude, there was a bunch of issues there. He said Prime was fire. Yeah. Moist Critical was like, Prime was fire, dude. Yeah, we'll watch it. Let's see what Charlie has to say about this. Because I was really shocked. I was like, I sent into Jarjuice's Discord. I'm like, what do we think about this, guys?
Mr. Beast just dropped a new video where I compete in a big old game, but that's playing second fiddle to the drama it just spawned with me in the center of this singularity here. It sent Twitter into a piranha feeding frenzy here, with me getting spaghettified in the middle of this black hole of drama. So let's make like a package and address it. It's this clip right here.
What's up, bro?
Hey, nice
How are
to
you,
meet you.
dude? I like your videos, dude.
I appreciate
I know you've talked some shit, but
Everybody hates Logan Paul. Is everyone around Logan just a fucking idiot?
I'm always super happy that people don't take it personally, man.
I don't.
I want to point out the Drama Alert posted this video. At least that's where I saw it. But yeah, I mean, he's done more. Like, Logan Paul is suing CoffeeZilla for his coverage of CryptoZoo and how CoffeeZilla believes it to be a scam. And from what CoffeeZilla showed in his video, I would agree. And Logan Paul equates that to, I know you talk some shit, dude, but I really like your videos. This is manipulation, dude. This is like ass kissing. It really is, dude. Charlie's like the biggest commentator in the fucking game. And Logan Paul like jumps his shit like, hey, dude, I really like your videos, dude. I know you talk some shit, but it's okay, bro. And I don't know if Moist Criticals just doesn't know how to react or what the fuck the deal is, but he's just like, hey, man, thanks. Prime's awesome. I don't know, dude. Jarjuice does have a Discord. You should be in there. Fuck, man. I post in there. I like Jarjuice. We all love Jarjuice. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some revelation. Honestly, it would be a perfectly fair answer to be just like, I don't know. I didn't want to start beef. We were in a competition together. I tried to be professional. That's like totally fair and legitimate if Charlie says that. But like, I kind of need him to say that because I think this looks kind of bad if you look at it the wrong way. I don't know.
No,
Okay,
I know.
thank God.
I understand I'm a and I appear to be a bro. Good to see you, bro.
And also, Prime's pretty fire.
Thanks.
Yeah, Prime's pretty fired.
I'm allowed to say it on camera.
I get it, bro. I get it, bro. Talk, bro.
Good luck today, right?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise.
People are already lining up with the pitchforks, lit torches, and spit out apple juice about how fake I am and how I folded in front of Logan Paul in person, cowering in fear, piddling my little britches. For some reason, the biggest part about that is what I said about Prime, which is like, oh, Charlie's super fake, he shits on Prime online, but in person, behind the scenes with the mask off, he actually loves it. I'm not sure if this is people maliciously lying about me, like Pinocchio, or if they just genuinely don't know, or maybe heard something that was wrong, but I've never shit on Prime. I've actually only ever talked positively about it on stream or in videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if that would be true. Like, again, if he's just trying to be professional while the game's going on, that's fair. I'm not mad at him for that. People in real life don't just throw fucking hands because of like having beef. Who are the other three losers in here? I don't know. Losers, chat. Give me a 1 in the chat if you're a loser in here. I should see a minimum of 13 million. I have like what, a 6,000 concurrent viewers. I should see lots of ones. But yeah, I'm not mad. Like, I don't know. I'm not mad at him. If he's just trying to be professional, he's just trying to be professional. But it is very off-putting. I'm not mad at anybody for looking at it and being like, what the fuck's going on here? And to say that he's like been actively shitting on Prime would be a lie. I believe I've never seen Charlie be like talking shit on Prime. So I don't know. Nothing crazy yet.
He's saying it's
He's addressing it, right?
pretty fire, but I can't say it on camera is literally the simplest joke ever. Like a water cooler joke at work. I've talked about it on camera numerous times. Anytime I've ever been asked about it or have made a video where it's been a subject, I've always mentioned that I actually think Prime's pretty good. Like, here's a quick example from a video I made a year ago when there was those like wakey wine scams or whatever about Prime. All just to get their hands on some Prime. I've had it before because in the States it's not rare, it's not hard to come by. I could walk outside right now and find like an unopened pallet of Prime. It's really just in the UK that this hysteria is sweeping the entire nation. It's going absolutely crazy there. So I've tried it. I think it's good. I have no complaints, but I certainly wouldn't be beating some ass and being that desperate to get my hands on a bottle. And I still wouldn't. You wouldn't catch me running around like a fucking...
I mean, that would be yeah. But I think the larger criticism is this is a guy that many believe to be a really bad dude. And you've discussed as much about his like scams, alleged scams, and his controversies, and here you are being buddies with him. Which might just be you trying to be professional, which I believe is perfectly acceptable. But we'll see what he says.
Frankenstein's monster trying to hunt down a pallet of Prime.
All right, okay, so now, if you're in chat, donate me $1 quadrillion. Do it for the meme.
But it's
Don't
good.
do that.
And I've always said that on streams and in videos, so I don't know where this narrative is that I've shit on it publicly, but behind the scenes I'm actually like an addict injecting it into my veins or lying to Logan Paul about it. I've always consistently said I actually like Prime. I think it's pretty fire. So I don't know why that's something that's sticking. Like, I prefer Gamer Sups, obviously, but that doesn't mean every other drink that's a competitor is bad. It's not. But now let's get to that second part where Logan Paul's spiritual pressure sent me to the floor like it was right out of the Bleach anime, and I was just trembling in fear to confront him directly.
Have you guys tried Prime? What do you guys think about Prime? I tried it once. It's not the worst thing ever, but like I wouldn't go out of my way for it. If it was a good product, I would continue to buy it. I'll put it that way, and I don't. But it doesn't mean it's like bad. It's not like disgusting. Like if you gave me a bottle of Prime, I'd drink it, right?
So, this was filmed a month or so ago, a little over a month ago now. Since then, he is now apparently suing CoffeeZilla. Either Logan or someone on his team is suing
So he does know about... I was like curious about that too, because Charlie sometimes has like these gaps in his knowledge that aren't bad. He's like probably a pretty busy guy. He's at the tippy top of the YouTube game. But sometimes he talks about things and I hear him saying this guy to someone that I feel like he should know. And I forget that this guy is not like ground level commentary anymore. He's like tippy top of the food chain. He doesn't have time to worry about every single Joe Schmo, you know? But he knows about the lawsuit with CoffeeZilla and Logan Paul. So I'm pretty curious what he has to say next. Because I think that, to me, what it looks to be bullshit.
Which is a massive fucking L. That is brain dead activity for sure. But when this was filmed...
Beazle, Prime's not bad. It's just, I mean, put it this way. If it was not a genuinely good product outside of the propaganda pushed by Logan, it eventually would dissipate, and it's still going strong as fuck.
Filmed, that wasn't happening. What was happening was he was publicly trying to make amends with the victims of his CryptoZoo scam that he butt-fucked them all with, and as far as I know, he has been paying some people back, and at the time was still in the process.
I'm sorry. I need to hear that take.
Happening was he was publicly trying to make amends with the victims of his crypto to confront him directly. So, this was filmed a month or so ago, a little over a month ago now. Since then, he is now apparently suing CoffeeZilla. Either Logan or someone on his team is suing CoffeeZilla, which is a massive fucking L. That is brain dead activity for sure. But when this was filmed, that wasn't happening. What was happening was he was publicly trying to make amends with the victims of his CryptoZoo scam that he
Yeah, after he got called out by CoffeeZilla and already threatened to sue him once, Critical. Come on now. Come on now. No, I'm gonna get canceled again. I'm gonna have the Criticals come after me again. You followed the story. You were one of the main people talking about it. He freaking got called out, accused of scamming by CoffeeZilla, came back at CoffeeZilla saying he was going to sue him. The public backlash was so severe that then Logan Paul put out a video stating that he was going to do something. He was like, oh, you're right, CoffeeZilla, I appreciate the video. I'm going to donate money to these people. Then he started to do that. Then months later, when publicity died down to now more recently, he comes out and he's going to sue CoffeeZilla again, which you didn't know that last part at the time, but you knew the rest of it. That was all readily information that you talked about. So I don't like that. I don't like that answer at all.
Fuck them all with, and as far as I know, he has been paying some people back, and at the time was still in the process of paying people back through whatever like program he set up for it. But there was none of this lawsuit going on, and one of the first things that
I mean, if that's your opinion, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way at all. We should go back into Miss Moist Critical's videos and see what he said when the original shit went down. It's good that he eventually caved, but he caved after kicking and screaming and fighting back, and then finally like caved when everyone was just like, no dude, you're clearly in the fucking wrong.
Said was that he actually deserved all of the shit that he got for it, for all of the mistakes that he made. Ludwig was also there, someone else who was shit on Logan Paul, and Logan was saying something to a similar effect there as well, from what I recall. So at the time, he was in the process of trying to fix all the dog shit that he put innocent people through. And when I talked about this on stream and in the videos about CryptoZoo and what was going on with it with the updates, I had always said, as long as the victims are made whole again and they get their money back, that's a happy ending. But Logan is...
Yeah, but you victimized the people to begin with. I don't... Listen, if you fuck up once in a while and you say sorry, that's fine. But you're still accountable for the thing that you fucked up. If your actions created victims and then you apologize to the victims later, saying you're sorry isn't enough for me to just be like, oh, okay, well then we can just forget all the bad shit. You still did the bad shit. You still need to continuously grow as a person for me to overall like forgive you, like to act like that's like you can't just say you're fucking sorry and then move on right away. It's a process, and saying you're sorry is just the beginning of the process. And since then, he's fucking suing CoffeeZilla now, which to me seems like a load of bullshit. Which he didn't know that at the time. But clearly it wasn't enough time to make these types of judgments.
Is still a scumbag for ever doing it in the first place, which is something that he also said he deserved everything he got from doing that. So, I have always said as well that I never harbor hatred for someone who will actually change. There's nothing to gain with just holding...
But he didn't change out of the kindness of his heart. He changed after massive public backlash and fighting back against
holding
it.
A grudge forever, that's childish. If someone is actually willing to learn and grow from things, I'm more than willing to break bread with them. Logan Paul was very respectful of not only all the other competitors, but all of the staff at the event as well. So when he reached out to say hi, I was more than willing to be receptive and mature about this.
No, it's fucking not. I just noticed that a video called Logan Paul is lying about Prime from the Food Theorist has been removed. Can I get confirmation of that? Dude, I'm sick of this shit. I was just telling Noel how fucking sick I am of like all this, like, these guys are just like a bunch of corporations anymore. They all make, they made the, it's just like Logan Paul, like scaring people into silence. These YouTube, and it's not even like small YouTubers. It's like big, giant, massive YouTubers that can like afford a fight. And they're just like, no, I just don't want to deal with that. I care about this platform so much. They all say that too. They're like, I care about this platform so much. I like YouTube. I'll make 130 videos about YouTube and just the policies on YouTube and how much I care about YouTube. And then you have a big bad bully like Logan Paul throwing lawsuits around. Everybody caves. Fucking goddamn it, dude.
Situation, he immediately opened up about all of the problems that he had caused and how regretful he was. So what would be the point in me getting there and just spitting on him if he's actually going to start being less of a piece of shit? That's the whole goal of
I mean, that's fair. Like, I don't think that Charlie should have rolled up and just fought with him, right? That would have been dumb. Anybody who would expect like major beef with Logan Paul from anybody, or Logan Paul to be beefing with people at this like event with Mr. Beast is like on crack. I think that interaction was entirely appropriate, but it is a bit weird when you know that Moist Critical has covered all of the drama.
Calling someone out, so that way they can learn from it and not be that insufferable asshole anymore. Of course, fast forward to the current episode of Dragon Ball Z, and apparently he's suing CoffeeZilla, or someone on his team is, which brings me to that other statement that's floating around that video where I called everyone around Logan a fucking idiot. And that is super true, because I don't know who the fuck Logan Paul surrounds himself with, but it must be actual lobotomites, because I don't know who would sign off on Logan suing CoffeeZilla. But at the time, that wasn't happening. All that was happening was him seemingly actively trying to fix all of the things that he fucked in the face. Now, as for the not taking things personally statement, I've been very consistent with that from the very beginning. When I make a video about something, it's usually just for the sake of making jokes or being goofy about it, so I never really want whatever I'm talking about to be taken in a personal level or as anything like that. Though that does vary on a case-to-case basis depending on how serious the topic is, because I've absolutely crossed over the line in making things much more personal than they probably should. But usually I try and just keep it more surface stuff about why something is bad or whatever happened, whatever they did is fucking stupid or whatever. A great example is the Manny Show. I recently made 2 videos about the Manny Show's fraudulent copyright strikes, and the Manny Show just made a response video a couple days ago where they took full responsibility. They explained that they hired a monetization manager who kind of went rogue and started striking channels against the Manny Show's will. Once they learned about it, they immediately fired that person, and they just took it all on the chin, took full responsibility, and made no excuses whatsoever, and even addressed all the videos that were made about the Manny Show, saying that it was all warranted and that they understand that it came from a place of just trying to look out for the ecosystem. The Manny Show doesn't believe in censorship, and it was just a really good response overall. And the Manny Show didn't take it personally, even though what I was saying was very mean for sure. Like, it definitely wasn't nice. I didn't exactly have the soccer boppers on. I was going fucking bare knuckle with some of the things I said about
the Manny Show deserved it. I mean, like, again, there were still people on that team that were doing bad shit. Like, if I hired somebody to help me run my channel and they started throwing out copyright strikes all over the fucking place, that would still be on me because it's my channel. And it sounds like when Moist Critical kicked up a fuss about it, the people that run the Manny Show, which I think even in my video I said I think they ran by a bunch of idiots, and maybe I got to eat my words a little bit. I didn't know enough about what I was talking about. It sounds like they covered their asses and just cleaned it up like super quick, which is the right thing to do. You know? They didn't kick back to Logan. They didn't kick back to... If we're going to compare it to Logan Paul, they didn't throw it back to Moist Critical and then fight about it and then say that they're going to sue Moist Critical for defamation and then eventually cave, you know? Like, they immediately were just like, oh shit. Let me look into that. Oh, fuck. We are copyright striking everybody. Well, who the hell's doing that? Oh, well, you're fired. Like, that to me is like a very like quick, easy, clean response. You know, why would you hold a personal grudge against that person for that? Right?
Manny Show, they still didn't take it to a like personal offense or anything. Another great example is FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug was in this competition as well. FaZe Rug, I've also made a couple videos on making fun of. Absolutely. And FaZe Rug actually reached out like a year ago to talk about like, you know, hey, I hope you don't hate me, Charlie. Like, I've watched your videos on me as well, and I want you to know, like, they actually made me laugh. And in person, FaZe Rug kept that same energy.
What did FaZe Rug do? What did FaZe Rug do? I think I know what FaZe Rug did. Let me confirm it. FaZe Rug. Hold on. I'm reading. I'm learning. I'm Destiny researching. I'm reading Wikipedia articles as fast as I possibly can. FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug. God damn it. FaZe Rug, crypto. I'm just going to say it. Save the Kids. He was involved in Save the Kids, wasn't he? Big crypto scam. Huge crypto scam. Rice Gum was in there. Maybe not. I don't think he was. He was involved in some shit. I don't really know, though. All right. Moving on. I thought I knew it right away. I don't know it.
He was a super nice guy who was talking about like, yeah, that shit was kind of cringe and the things you were saying made me giggle about it. And that's how I always want it to be when I make a video covering something where even the protagonist who I'm making jokes about can watch it and not be mad, but instead be entertained about it.
I
and
agree
hopefully
with that.
not walk away.
Because if you're not coming from a bad place, you shouldn't be mad. Like my last video on Moist Critical, let him fucking watch it. I didn't say anything wrong. You know what I mean? Now, if I was like being disingenuous, then I'd be scared, right? If I was like purposely just like, I'm just gonna hit him, then I'd be scared. But if you're like, if your takes are good and you're not trying to be like malicious in any way, then what do you fucking care, right? If you're right, you're right.
Away from it thinking that I have this burning hatred for them that will never go away. Now, in Logan Paul's case, it is a little bit different because with the dead body situation as well as the CryptoZoo scam,
I don't give a fuck about the dead body situation. I care about the CryptoZoo scam.
I definitely did get
Who gives a shit about the dead body? That has always been like the most overblown bullshit. Why should anybody care? Can someone explain to me why the dead body situation with Logan Paul was a big deal?
far more personal than just like surface level jokes, talking about him being like an actual piece of shit surrounded by sycophant pieces of shit as well that just continue to enable horrible behavior. But at the end of the day, all of it was geared towards a goal in the CryptoZoo scam, getting everyone paid back and explaining why it needs to be paid back and is a horrible thing. So Logan Paul taking that and letting it not be personal but instead constructive is the best case scenario there. Not just for me, but Ludwig and everyone else that's called Logan Paul out, which was like half of the fucking competition, by the way. So it's...
I'm going to speed YouTube Jesus up a little bit. What was the dead body situation? You guys don't know about that? Holy shit. A long time ago, Logan Paul went to the sewer slide forest in Japan and discovered a dead body. He showed it on his video covering going to go to the forest. And then everybody lost their fucking mind. And I can't even tell you why. It was just that in itself. It was like, Logan Paul showed a dead body on his YouTube channel. And that was it. That was the story. Why was that bad? I think the biggest run was like, kids watch Logan Paul. Kids shouldn't be exposed to dead bodies. And it's like, maybe the kids shouldn't be watching Logan Paul to begin with. Maybe I'm not blaming Logan Paul for the kids watching. Maybe I'm blaming the parents. That's just me, though.
It's just, I don't see why this ended up being a huge drama thing, because all of it's consistent with all.
And what was the other one? There was he jumped into Venice waters. Who gives a fuck, dude? Who fucking cares, dude?
Shit that I've said on stream for like the last 6 months with Logan Paul. Since CoffeeZilla's last update on Logan Paul and CryptoZoo with the refunds, like where's the refund, where's all the money, following that and talking about it, I have maintained that as long as people are paid back, that's what matters. And as far as I knew, there were measures being taken place that were getting people their money back. That's a good thing, and hopefully Logan Paul can learn from this and this kind of shit won't happen again. All of this should really be nothing new. And here's another quick example about me always being willing to talk to or at least engage with people that I have called out on a personal level. The Sneeko beef. The medium rare beef that I had with Sneeko that lasted for a while culminated with me actually getting in a call with Sneeko and talking person to person about all of this shit. Just hashing it out. Well, not face-to-face because, I mean, obviously it's through the internet, it's the fucking cyberspace, it's not face-to-face, but it's the same thing. We directly talk to each other. So meeting Logan in person and him wanting to talk about this, I was more than willing to do, and he was very respectful, took full responsibility and accountability in person, so I was more than willing to be mature about this and talk to him as a human being. I don't see why, in any circumstances, this would be perceived as being two-faced. I did this most recently with Sneeko. Before him, it was...
I don't think it's two-faced. I don't think it's two-faced. It just hit me weird, hit me off, and I was curious to see what his thoughts were. I would expect, honestly, to be fair, his interaction with Logan Paul was entirely appropriate to the setting and situation. And then the rest of it was just me commenting on his opinions on the matter. But like at the very core of it, he didn't do anything wrong. I don't believe he did anything wrong.
Person that was calling me a deep state, new world order chill or whatever, brought him on the podcast to talk it all out. Like, it's something I've always done and always will be willing to do. I think it's very childish to just plug your ears and say, boo, 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 not listening to you, whatever, and not engage with someone that you have an issue with. And again, this was filmed over a month ago when I wasn't privy to any new dog shit behavior from Logan. This lawsuit with CoffeeZilla is new. So I couldn't call him out on it or anything like that. So I don't know what else to tell you other than this isn't...
Yeah, but even then, even if he knew about the CoffeeZilla lawsuit, I still don't think it would have been appropriate for him to roll up in the middle of a Mr. Beast video and be like, hey, Logan, fuck's up with you in this CoffeeZilla lawsuit? Like, that wouldn't be appropriate. People forget what the real world is like. The real world isn't Twitter, where you just throw fucking hands immediately.
I've always been more than willing to talk to and be mature with people that I have called out and had grievances with in the past, as long as they are willing to engage with me and be mature about it as well. And Logan was. The overall great Mr. Beast video, I lost and also got thrown into a ton of drama, so that was pretty fire.
All right.
That's about it. So, yeah.
We like that. That was not bad. It wasn't terrible. I think he's being a bit too kind to Logan Paul. The dislike ratio I'm getting is, I don't know, he's got 3,000 dislikes on a video with 250,000 views. And the dislike bar, it's broken. It doesn't work correctly. I know that from experience. But yeah, I don't know. That was that. I was just curious to see what Moist Critical had to say. Genuinely. Because I saw he was getting shit. Even me, I was like, it was like weird because he follows all the Logan Paul drama. So you know he's caught up on it. Except for the last thing with the lawsuit. If I were to say anything, I think in this video, he was a bit too kind to Logan Paul. But the reaction IRL at the Mr. Beast video was entirely appropriate. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the interaction. But when I watched it, it did hit me weird because of the context. That's it.
We need to build a wall, and it has to be built quickly.
What else do I got? I kind of don't want to jump right into the Cody Ko stuff because I like to try to break shit up. I think I did this in the wrong order. I was going to show the fucking me arguing with people in the comments section first. Should we just jump into the Cody Ko stuff? Is that where we're going? We're going to learn. We're going to watch D'Angelo Wallace talk about the Cody Ko situation. Is that where we're going with it? I think it is. It's time. All right. I'm going to talk about this. You guys know who Cody Ko is? You might recognize him. I recognized him once I saw this shot right here. This is Cody Ko. This is what his videos look like. I don't know. When I saw this shot, I knew who he was. At least I had recognized him. I don't watch Cody Ko. I don't know much about Cody Ko. But you also know who Tana Mongeau is. Tana Mongeau. People should be a bit more acquainted with her. She's the victim of a content cop. A little bit more relevant, in my opinion, from what I take in on the internet. Friends with H3H3. A lot of people seem to have forgiven her recently. She never did anything particularly evil. TanaCon was a disaster back in the day. And then she was involved in a crypto. And honestly, I looked into it a little bit. I just don't have enough information to condemn her for her crypto involvement. I don't know if she knew any better, right? But this is what happened between these two creators. When Cody Ko was 25, I'm saying this the wrong way. Tana claims that she slept with Cody Ko when Cody Ko, or they were sexual, there was some type of intimate involvement, I should say, when Cody Ko was 25 and Tana was 17, which is no, we don't do that.
Shut the fuck up, kid.
We don't do that. That's bad. That's bad. All right, you can't. And this is my opinion. We were arguing. I was arguing with somebody in chat about this the other day. It was like, what? If it would have been 11 more months, they would have been 18 anyway. What do we care? Okay, the age difference is too much. All right, I personally, if they were 18 and you were 26, I would still think that's creepy and I would frown upon it. The fact that Tana allegedly was 17, or a girl is 17 and you're an adult, you're 25. And you literally can't control yourself. You have to go get the 17-year-old. You can't wait the 11 months that you're saying is such not a big deal, okay? There's something fucking wrong with you. You can't control yourself. You are dangerous. That's my opinion, okay? If you want my answer, because that seems to be what people go to when it's the 17-year-old girl, all right? It's like, well, they're pretty much 18 anyway. No, they weren't 18. And you shouldn't have been with someone that young regardless. And you were willing to break the law as opposed to just finding someone else to sleep with. Because in my opinion, you can't control yourself at that point. You're a fucking creep, you're a degenerate, and you can't control yourself, which makes you fucking dangerous. That's my take. That's my brave take. That's it. That's my brave take. That's my brave take on the age differences with 17-year-old girls and fucking grown-ass men. All right. So, I've been being told the video on this situation that's fun to watch is, you'd be surprised how hot of a take that is to some people, Bagel. There's this other creator, I don't really know much about this. I got the cliff notes from someone, actually I got the cliff notes from Sean YP's girlfriend yesterday at the party I was at. And then I started digging in, and this is the video that everyone's like reacting to. I don't know why this video is the one I'm being told to watch. It's by D'Angelo Wallace, this guy. The only thing I know about D'Angelo Wallace is I believe back in the day he made a video attacking Turkey Tom for a video that Turkey Tom made. It was the video I actually referenced in my Caseytron video I posted today. Make sure you watch the whole thing, comment, like, subscribe. Called him like anti-Semitic and called him out for saying the N-word when he was like a child. And then there was a bit of a beef there. Turkey Tom has since deleted that video. And I think Cody Ko lost that one. I think everyone kind of took Turkey Tom's side on that. So that's the only thing I know about this Cody Ko guy. Oh no, this D'Angelo Wallace guy. I just assume that he's from the side of the internet commentary that I'm typically not going to be in agreement with. But for whatever reason, I don't know much about this Cody Ko situation. Actually, we're gonna change the title here. We're gonna just be, what is it? Going, Cody Ko. How do you spell Tana's name? Tana Mongia. Stupid namium. MONGGEAU. Tana Mongeau. Going over Cody Ko, Tana Mongeau. I'm gonna call it situation. I'm not gonna call it drama. I'm gonna be different. Situation. Let me throw a couple things in here. But yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, this is the video I've been told to watch. I don't know if it's because he has some insane takes. I don't know if it's because it's genuinely just the best video going over the situation. We can look into it a little bit further past this, but I've been told this is the best place to start for whatever reason, so we'll start here. Where's Dave Jones? I don't know where Dave Jones is at, but we are diving into this. We're putting this in full screen mode, and we're gonna hear what D'Angelo Wallace has to say about this drama. We're gonna get informed. We're gonna pick it up. We're gonna see what's going on.
All right, Cody, let's have an uncomfortable conversation. Someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor. But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mongeau. And you know that people are ignoring this because nobody is working harder to bury this story than you. And you're getting away with it because commentary YouTube has a serious problem. I can't
Commentary. This is like a different section of commentary YouTube, dude. I don't know nothing about this shit. A lot of the people that I watch seem to like kind of either be neutral on Tana these days or completely like absolving, like they like her. This is like the yin to my yang, bro. I'm not used to this side of commentary. This is like some Jake Doolittle type shit. Not that he hasn't said that much, but just the vibe's there, right? All right.
I can't blame any of your viewers or my viewers for not hearing about this because you've done such a good job hiding it up until now that I only found out about it recently. The situation has been talked about by smaller channels. It's been discussed at length on other platforms.
YouTube drama subreddit is the worst subreddit in the entire world. Shout out to them.
And it keeps almost hitting the mainstream, like with this Rolling Stone article or this H3 podcast discussion. But the reason it hasn't caught on yet, despite all of this, is that none of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
You don't think that fucking Ethan Klein has enough pull in the commentary community? Am I just this distant from this group of people? These are like the commentators on the other side of the river? Whatever.
People like him a lot, and they really are like doing any kind of mental gymnastic to just ignore it.
I'm not here to accuse you of committing a crime in this video because I can't do that based on someone else's allegations. Nobody can definitively take these allegations as proof.
Wow. That is such a good take. Is this why we're being told to watch this? Because like you just wouldn't expect this type of take?
But at the same
Because normally with these, and I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy at all. But just from the vibe, I would assume that I had him wrong. I'm going to shut my fucking mouth. I might have had this guy wrong. This is the guy who called out Turkey Tom for saying the N-word when he was like 13 and being like anti-Semitic in a video, right? This is the guy. I would think that a guy that would make those types of call outs would also be the guy that's like, you know, allegations are evidence. Like,
time, they should still be looked at and not treated as an open secret and swept under the rug like you've been doing for so many years now. And from the way the situation keeps popping up more and more often, it's clear that there's only so much rug sweeping you can do before people start taking a closer look at things. So let's take a closer look. We both know that Tana Mongeau is a YouTube personality with a history of lies, controversy, and genuinely problematic behavior that's become so entangled with her brand that her podcast is called Cancelled with Tana Mongeau. And speaking of this podcast, about a month ago, she hosted a live episode in front of an audience, and the conversation turned to you.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with?
Oh my God, no one look at me, Cody Co. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say that.
This clip
Whoa! I was literally 17.
started making the rounds.
Is that the alligator? Well,
and
there's
people
more.
were understandably perturbed because if Tana Mongeau was 17, you would have been 25. So people started speculating, and Tana decided to set the record straight.
I hooked up with Cody Co when I was 17 and he was 25.
Throw him in jail. Jail.
We
Build a
need
wall.
to build a wall.
Build a wall, jail.
And it has to be built quickly.
I mean, we don't know if that really happened or not, but if that's true, throw him in fucking jail.
He claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you, and you went ahead anyway.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up.
To be clear, 17 is under the age of consent in many states, including Florida, where Playlist Live used to take place. So this means that Tana Mongeau...
I don't give a fuck if it's even... Like, that's still a creepy gap, okay? We don't need to accuse this guy of being a criminal. We don't need to accuse this guy of being a criminal before just calling into question his character for being willing to sleep with a 17-year-old when he was 25. Legal or not, that's fucking creepy. You deserve to take shit for that.
is accusing you of statutory rape.
If it happened.
And she's not trying to hide that.
This isn't just some crazy tea. It was a crime.
Nothing would make this situation better, but plenty of things make it worse, like the fact that she was a fan of yours at the time, adding an additional layer to the power dynamic you would have had over her.
I grew up loving him, and I think you know what I mean? Like, I was just like excited and a fan.
Tana seems to have many feelings about this.
I don't know if all right. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the power dynamic thing,
which we'll go over a bit later, but she stated very clearly that the actions she's accusing you of are inexcusable.
If I had a 17-year-old daughter or a little sister or something, like I would kill. I would never let it fly.
These recent allegations are bad enough on their own, but there are a couple of things that make them worse still. Things that many people don't know yet, but you do. You know that Tana has been making this same specific claim against you for years now. Here she is back in 2021 saying the same thing.
I was 17 at the time, 18. I started kind of hooking up with other people. Shout out JC Kalen, shout out Cody Co.
But what lends the most credibility to Tana's claims, and what is really the most damning thing for you, Cody, is a clip that you might not have even seen yet. See, I read the Rolling Stone article, I watched the YouTube videos about this, and they all missed something. And I understand why. The clip I'm about to show you is extremely hard to find. The original has been lost to time, and it's a wonder we have this on video at all. But if there was anything to give me any more clarity about these allegations before I formed my opinion, I was going to find it. Remember how Tana said that fellow YouTuber Gabby Hanna tried to stop you before everything allegedly went down? Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he turned that.
This is really...
She did not say that. You don't know that was the same story. It sounds similar, but you don't know if that was Tana Mongeau, bro, and Cody Co. You don't know that. I don't like that. Maybe the reason nobody's used that clip before is because it's not a good example. I was with him. Dude. I was holding my fucking tongue till I saw the clip. I thought he had something, and he doesn't. It looks like it's probably the same situation. It seems like the situations are at least very, 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 very similar, right? But she did not name drop Cody Co. She did not name drop Tana Mongeau. So at this point, we're assuming it's the same story, and it very well might not be. Maybe that's why you can't find that clip anywhere, because people don't think that it's good evidence. Yeah, man, I am
really really bad. People make accusations all the time. Specifically,
That was not a good clip. I don't think that was a good clip. I don't think that added anything to anything, really. I don't know. I was underwhelmed.
Regarding things that are very difficult to prove or disprove, unfortunate as that may be. But when somebody makes an allegation and they say they have a witness, and that witness can be found telling the exact same story years.
No. Let's be clear here. Did not use the same names. Could be, sounds similar, but we have no evidence it's the same story, dude. Come on. No.
Before any of this came out, that's not something I can just ignore.
You have not proven to me that they're telling the same story. You have not proven that to me. You do not have that evidence.
In a situation that cannot be proven, corroboration by a third party goes a long way. And frankly, Cody,
you don't have that. You don't have that.
Allegations against
you don't have corroboration from a third party. You have a third party that was alleged by Tana to be involved in the situation, telling a very similar story. You do not have the evidence that it's the same story. You don't have a third party.
Against you seem to have been corroborated, but
no, they don't. They don't seem to be corroborated. They don't seem to be corroborated at all. No.
Instead of researching to find these answers like I did, many of your fans.
You didn't find any answers. You found the girl that was in question telling a similar story. You do not know if it's the same story. It very well might be, but you do not know that. You do not know that.
Seem far more interested in attacking your accuser.
I have seen so many comments, but what was she wearing? It's Tana, so who cares? Well, it's Tana Mojo.
The reaction to this has been unsurprising, but incredibly disappointing. Demanding proof that they know she can't provide, acting like she's only doing this to gain clout or ruin you somehow, despite the fact that she's never once put your name in a video title over this. Or worst of all, implying that a 17-year-old could have truly consented to any of
Yeah, that's creepy shit, dude. That's creepy shit, dude.
This. But
well, it was legal. Okay, it was still fucking creepy. You're a fucking weirdo. You're a weirdo. You deserve to be made fun of.
Let's be clear about one thing. That is not the case. No amount of retroactive age calculations or what-if scenarios change the fact that what Tana described would be, objectively speaking, a crime. A crime which you've said absolutely nothing about. And even if this wasn't illegal, you remember being 25. You would have known then, as I currently know at age 25, that nobody this age should need an explanation for why a 17-year-old.
If I go out with one of my friends that's 25 and an 18, 17, 19-year-old girl shows up with the guy, I'm relentlessly harassing, bully. I'm going to pick on that guy. That guy's going to get his lumps is what I'm saying. I'm probably not going to hang out with him anymore. Honestly, that's creepy as fuck, dude. I don't want to be around a guy in his mid-20s that wants to be groping up on 18, 19-year-olds. All right? I just don't want you around me. You need to step up your game a little bit. You need to become a little bit more realized.
17-year-old is off limits because you remember being
well, it's legal. I don't care.
17 too. Now, thankfully, Tana's personal experience with this isn't one of trauma. In fact, I've seen people defending you by saying Tana said she doesn't care, so why should any of us care? But that's not exactly what she was saying.
I don't associate or hold it with trauma because I am such a comparative person where I'm like, so many worse things have happened to me.
And even
I don't have an obsession. That's the topic we're discussing right now. And if you're in your mid-20s and you're getting with someone that's around the age of 19, 17 is even worse, I think that you're a weirdo and I would rather not be associated with you. Most people should not want to be associated with you because you're a weirdo. That is inappropriate. That is wrong. You are a loser if you're 25 and the only thing you can get is a 19-year-old. You're a loser if you were 25 and the only thing you can get is an 18-year-old. You are a fucking loser degenerate if the only thing you can get is a 17-year-old. And if you bring a 17-year-old, 18, 19-year-old girl around with me, whether or not it's legal or not, and we're friends, we're probably not going to be friends afterwards. Because at that point, I think you're a fucking bum, and your drive should probably be checked.
Even if something isn't consciously internalized as an identifiable source of trauma, the body keeps the score.
I know things manifest in ways other than me directly feeling them. Like maybe I don't feel traumatized in certain aspects from certain things, and other things I do. But, you know, maybe they just manifest in ways other than directly feeling.
The answer to why any of us should care is that a person has tried to come forward about her experience and has been met with the most vitriolic victim blaming I've seen.
What does this say? This is vitriolic victim blaming. By the way, I am leaning towards Tana's got to be probably telling the truth, but I don't have any direct evidence of it. And he hasn't presented any evidence. He brought up Tana said that Gabby Hanna had confronted Cody Ko to not sleep with Tana because she was a minor. And then Gabby Hanna said a very similar story without mentioning any names. It sounds like it's probably the same story, but we do not have that evidence yet. I'm not jumping to conclusions. You just believe any nasty slag with a gapper that says whatever, I guess. What? Well, I mean, you shouldn't do that, to be fair. You shouldn't just believe people because they just say shit. Anybody can say shit. She seems like the cliche party girl who gets wasted drunk doing whatever drugs a guy with six her free, sleeps with anyone who will give her attention and then later regrets it. She is that. See, this is part, but she's not even dragging him. It's like she slipped up and said it at a show, and then she's just like, yeah, it happened. It was probably wrong, but I don't really care. She's not really asking for clout, you know? Not to mean that her allegations are true or false, but just my gut tells me she's probably telling the truth, and that's not evidence. But I don't know. I just don't see what she has to gain from it, yeah? She had shit parents who didn't give her proper love, attention, and care she deserved. And needed as a child. It's unfortunate. But, dude, what is this psychoanalyst on Tana Mongeau? What is this? Look at this. Negative 48, bro. But this is the other problem. This guy's getting fucking ratioed. And Cody, this guy's bringing it up like she's being met with major... Your example of her being met with major backlash for these allegations is a post on Reddit where the guy's getting fucking downvoted to oblivion. Like, this is probably you could have at least cropped that out, bro. Like, all right, rock and roll, dude.
In years, she's been dismissed, discredited, and disbelieved before anybody ever gave her a chance. Because it's Tana, which sets a horrible precedent that if a person runs out of goodwill, they lose the right to come forward with their experiences.
Well, no, but like, I don't think Tana necessarily falls into this category, but like, if you're a known shit stirrer and you're known to like go out, again, I don't think this is Tana, personally. But yeah, I mean, dude, like, if you're a known shit stirrer and you're known to like say dumb shit for attention and do things for attention, and then you come out with allegations, it's not insane for people to be less inclined to believe you. You might be telling the truth, but like, you know, it's like the sheep who cried, the boy who cried wolf, right? If you have a bad reputation, people are going to take your word less seriously. Just because you're claiming to be the victim of a trauma doesn't mean that you immediately are entitled to everyone believing you in your story. I don't know.
The most traumatizing thing of all of this really was seeing how many people like don't believe people or don't believe me. I feel so bad for all of these young girls because then they see that and then it makes them not want to come forward.
And you, Cody, are part of the reason she's been met.
But that to me is more of it. Well, that's a deep conversation to get into, because part of it is there are false allegations that occur. There are girls who do. It is a thing. There's like this narrative that this is never a thing and it never happens. It does absolutely fucking happen. There are girls who will exaggerate these stories and they will come out with fucking shoddy allegations, and then that adds to the narrative that these girls are all just out here trying to get clout, which is not something I believe either. But then there are also these like guys on the internet that are like, oh, you're just a dumb girl just trying to get clout. But then look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why is this relevant? Tana herself doesn't even care. -8 downvote in his own video. That seems to be very on Tana's side. This example he showed, 1 upvote. This paragraph psychoanalyzing Tana, -48 downvote. I mean, are these girls really being met with that severe backlash, or is it just a couple freaks on the internet that are getting ridiculed anyway? I think people just want to be on the right side. I don't think people are as evil as some people want to make them out to be. Even in his own video, he's not showing an example of anybody like being accepted greatly by being like, she's a fucking clout chaser. And I'm inclined to believe her. I'm not saying that she's telling the truth, but I am inclined to believe her. My gut's telling me so.
And lying would put you at risk of being contradicted by a witness. And like I told
you, but it happens. It does happen. We're too far into the internet at this point where these allegations flying around. Fake allegations do happen. They happen. They're a thing. And it sucks because it makes girls like, it adds to the people that are going to call out girls and be like, you're just looking for clout, but it does happen. Just
you
got to go to the, like, if something happens to you, got to immediately seek professional attention, like from like law enforcement, A, and B, you can't just come out with allegations with no evidence. You can't do that. Anybody can just say that somebody did anything. Like, we can't be throwing people in fucking jail because somebody came out of the fucking gutter and said that person did this to me. I'm sorry. That just is what it is.
The beginning, I'm not accusing you of committing a crime, but even if what Tana says is false, your silence is still...
Wait, what's going on with Tobuscus? My old friend in chat, we have Eat Acid. I've been watching out of this side. My old best friend was groomed by a 25-year-old when she was 16. I was the same age and stupid, so I thought it was healthy for her because she was happy. She was not. We aren't friends. I'm so glad. He stopped talking to her for 3 days because she said she didn't vote Trump in 2016. It happens a lot, Tobuscus. Are you saying that your friend was with Tobuscus? Is that what they're telling? We do need to check facts. We do. Like I'll say, I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but like, I have like a story of a girl being weird with me at a party, and I have like no evidence of that. So like, I don't know. And it's not like it's super serious situation, but like, if I were to like say that story and some like, if it's your friend, they might believe you, right? Like if you say this to like your mom probably like should take your word for it because that's your mom. You're their child. Like a good friend should take your word for something like this. But when you come out to the public and you're trying to like hit someone with allegations publicly, there is no reason in the world that everybody that doesn't even fucking know you online especially should just be like, oh yeah, dude, pff, yeah, throw him in jail. She said, internet user number 367 said this. So, you know, why would she lie? Or why would he lie?
Grossly incompetent at best.
This isn't just with girls. This happened with James Charles too. All these guys, and there were victims. But mostly we're talking about with James Charles when he was trying to groom straight men into being gay. It's so stupid. That's so stupid to me. and then that was like an instance where I think that like the guys were exaggerating to like fit the narrative to get a little bit of clout. Because if you suck a cock, you're gay. I'm sorry. Like if you get off to being with a dude, you're gay. It's just you chose to do that. I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude. I got chat. Eat Acid. I think it's also something to do with your to do with the parasocial shit. They just don't want to believe Cody did it. They don't want to believe Tana because her past, no one wins. Yeah, but this is the thing too. From what I'm being showed in this video, Tana's not even like, cancel Cody Co. I hate Cody Co. for this. I'm going to get you, Cody Co. She like let it slip at a live show. And then since she's been like, yeah, this happened and it's been weird and these are my thoughts on it. She's not like charging a witch hunt at Cody Co., which if anything adds validity to her statements to me personally, because like she's not internet random user number 312. She's Tana Mojal, and she's not even like, from what I'm seeing, she's not even like brigading a witch hunt against Cody Co. She's like not even asking for that much. That doesn't mean that the allegations are true. It's just if we're going to go like off of our guts here, like what I think it's so like the parasocial shit, they just don't want to believe Cody Co. did that. Yeah. And they don't want to believe Tana because, yeah, no one wins. Yeah.
Why are you choosing the path that would be your only option?
Like she's just telling her story, and then she's like, not. I don't know. I don't know. No one knows what happened, but I for some reason I'm leaning towards Tana Mojal here.
If you were guilty. Now, some seem to think that you're not obligated.
If you think critically, you'd acknowledge the fact that she has a track record of lying for clout, trying to cancel others with proven lies, scamming folks in fake charity scams. She's crossed legal and moral boundaries plenty in the past, lying. So are you surprised she ruined her reputation? Fact of the matter is, it's not proven. It's not proven. That's right. He isn't obligated to address it. He's not obligated to address it, I guess. He probably should, though. Well, fuck. Maybe he is. I don't know how I feel about that. If I got a prominent figure accusing me of statutory rape, I'm probably going to address it. If it isn't not proven, just like you're not obligated to continue on his subreddit despite making up your mind already based on nothing but allegations and speculation. So leave then. Another example that D'Angelo Wallace is presenting, that people are all these people are anti-Tana. They're not taking Tana aside. This subreddit post is -2 downvotes, bro. Just crop that out. Just crop that out, dude. Because he's trying to paint this narrative just nobody's believing her. Nobody's believing her. All these people are accusing her of lying. And it's yeah, but when people are doing that, they're getting obliterated.
Obligated to speak up, and maybe that's what people around you are telling you as well. But from one creator to another, you absolutely have an obligation to, at the very least, call out the misogyny, the victim blaming, and all manner of cognitive dissonance that's coming from your audience. And
no, I don't agree with that. He's not responsible for his fucking audience. I mean, to a degree. You can't go online and be do this terrible thing and then act like it wasn't you. But he got accused of some bad shit, and then there's people in his audience. He's a huge YouTuber with millions of subscribers. There's a few people in his audience here, at least the examples we're getting given here, that are defending him, right? And even them, they're getting blown out of the water. They're getting fucking ratioed. I don't know if I agree with that. It's you are I thought he was gonna go, you are obligated because you're a public figure and you're being accused of these things. But I mean, I don't know if it's his obligation to come out and just be guys, you need to stop being mean. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not sure if that is his obligation. I don't know if I don't know if it's a good point.
All man.
To a certain degree, I think you should be to a certain degree, there is responsibility. Like I just said, you can't say, do this terrible thing. And then when the terrible thing is done by your audience, be well, I don't have any control of my audience. But Moist Critical, his fans, Moist Critical fans have been harassing me all fucking week. Well, not all week, since Friday when I dropped that video. I don't think that's Moist Critical. I'm not going to make a video where it's Moist Critical. You are responsible for your fans, and you need to tell them to stop picking on me. The dude has 4 million subscribers. I'm on the internet. I made a video where I gave him a little bit of criticism, and then some of his fans came and fucking told me to shut the fuck up. If I had a problem with that, I would turn my comment section off, all right, or just not post the video. I don't think it's Moist Critical's obligation to come out and be everybody stop picking on MeJoeShmoe. Now, of course, I'm a small figure, right? Moist Critical doesn't know that happened. Cody Co probably does know this is happening with Tana, but I still don't know if that means it's immediately his obligation to be stop that, as members of my audience, stop that. I don't think it's wrong if he does do that, but I don't know if it's his obligation. He has to do it, right?
Manner of cognitive dissonance that's coming from your audience in the name of defending you against allegations that you're too cowardly to address. And to be clear, this is cowardice because you demonstrate it when all manner of cognitive dissonance that's coming from your audience.
What the fuck was
in the
that?
Blaming and absolutely have an obligation to, at the very least, call out the misogyny.
You have an obligation to call out the misogyny at the very least, dude. Tana Monjul is claiming that Cody Co had sexual relations with her when she was 17. And in that video where you're going over that, you say, at the very least, you have an obligation to call out the misogyny coming from your audience. What the fuck, dude? Because that's what we're worried about right now. Not the statutory rape. The misogyny's the problem. What the fuck? I feel all the info's here, but this guy, is too fucking, his brain's too rotted from the sector of the internet that he occupies to, have the right take.
The victim blaming.
I believe it, but she was also acting super old, hanging out with old celebrities and everything at that age. He shouldn't have done that, but Def wanted to. Listen, okay. I do think that there needs to be a bit more personal responsibility pushed on like girls in general. Not because like they shouldn't be allowed to have fun, but like if you're a girl and you go to a party with a bunch of like older guys, like you're putting yourself at risk. And by absolving yourself of personal responsibility, you're putting yourself in a dangerous situation. Like, just be safe. Not like I do occasionally see this attitude of like, well, I should be able to do whatever I want. Okay, you should be able to, but you can't. I can't walk down a dark alleyway at night with $300 hanging out of my back pocket. All right, I'm gonna get shot. They're gonna take my money, right? And I do think it's dangerous and not good to have this attitude of like, no, you're victim blaming the girl immediately. Like that's part of it. Like you shouldn't victim blame. But also, like, it is important to maybe acknowledge, like, yeah, you know what, she probably shouldn't have been there, but that doesn't make what happened to her right. That would be, like, the correct take, in my opinion. It was inappropriate for her to be there, but then also she was a child, you know, so, like, you could go back and forth with that all day long, but it doesn't change the fact that she probably shouldn't have been there, but also that doesn't make what happened to her right. That would be my take. That would be my statement. See, Bagel?
And all manner of cognitive dissonance that's...
I'm going to have a hot take, and no one cares, I know, but absolutely no one cares if a 25-year-old dates a 17-year-old. I do! Check this guy's drives. I care. Even if it's legal, I care. That's creepy. You're a loser. And if you bang a 17-year-old, you can't just wait for them to turn 18, which is like this, like 11 months is like, oh, who cares? That's such a small distance. Then why can't you date 11 months to get with the girl? Why you got to do it when you're 17? Because you're a creep, you're a loser, you're a weirdo, and you can't control yourself, and that makes you dangerous. That's my take. You can pretend that's the line that most people have decided, okay? 18 is the line, the bare minimum. And if you can't even get to that bare minimum, you can't even appease that bare minimum, then you have problems controlling yourself and you're fucking dangerous. That's the problem. That's the problem with it. You can pretend you care all you want. Tell yourselves that, no, I do care. You're better than anyone else. I am better than you if you feel differently. 100%. I do feel that way. And to tell the world how virtuous you are, but you don't care. I care. And I do genuinely believe if you disagree with me on that take, I am a better person than you. Hello. What's your take on 17-year-old girls dating 25-year-olds? Not okay. All right. Let's continue on.
That's coming from your audience.
Oh, I just realized you guys can't see what I'm seeing. The Boogie Light about Cancer Cam is up. It's live. It's active. Nah, I ride for Cody till I die. It's bullshit. Till there's any actual evidence. I mean, it's a bit... I agree there needs to be better evidence, but I think that saying, I'm a ride or die for Cody and it's bullshit till there's any actual evidence is a bit excessive. You can just not comment on it till there's evidence, right? 10 has never been a trustworthy source for anything in her life.
In the name of defending you against allegations that you're too cowardly to address. And to be clear, this is cowardice, because you demonstrate it whenever there's controversy afoot. Tana's further claims make it sound like you're terrified.
I said something about it online and it was starting to surface, and he texted me like, are we good? And was like, I said, yeah. And like, he was like, my wedding's coming up.
You do have a history of making bad choices when you're terrified of people finding things out, like your history of using slurs.
5, nigga, 6, nigga, 7, nigga, 8, nigga.
Why did he have to throw slurs into it? What are you talking? What the fuck? Dude, we're talking about whether Tana Mongeau was like sexually involved with Cody Ko when she was 17 and he was 25. And you felt the need to bring up the fact that the man has said slurs. What the fuck does it have to do at all with this conversation? He's trying to tie it in like, you were terrified when these allegations came out as well. Do you need that? Do you need that? Does that have anything to do with this conversation at all? No, because this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. This is dumb. I threw in a bunch of Casey Tron N-word clips to my last video because I thought it was funny. Not because I thought I was proving any type of fucking point. This is stupid.
There's more clips than that, but the reason most people are blissfully unaware of them is because you posted your—
Because nobody gives a fuck is the answer. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, especially if we're going to sit here. The video is called An Uncomfortable Conversation About Cody Ko, going over Tana Mongeau potentially being in an inappropriate relationship when she was a minor with him when he was 25. And you're bringing up, and also, by the way, guys, I don't know if you knew this, he said the N-word. Like, no, I don't, like, listen, I don't like to say slurs. I'm not a slurrer myself, but I just don't think that's an appropriate thing to bring up in this conversation. I question why it's even being brought up.
Your vague apology, not on Twitter, not on YouTube, but on Patreon, despite acknowledging in your apology that the clips were surfacing on Twitter. This is one of many examples of your poor handling.
This might be a brave take, but I don't think saying a slur 10 years ago is the same as possibly like being in a sexual relationship with a minor when you're 25. I just don't think that those things are equal and belong in the same conversation.
Of controversy. Not many people know that you've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos until it came out that during your school days, Leachman's university put—
Isn't he just trying to prove a point that he keeps shying away from controversy and he's bringing up an example as proof? I mean, he is, but like, that has not, like, so he okay. Isn't he just trying to prove a point that he keeps trying to shy away from controversy? Isn't that like normal? People just try to shy away from controversy, like in general, like, and not to mention, I don't even understand why that entire narrative is being brought up. Like, you try to shy away from controversy and there's allegations against you. Okay, so like address the allegations, right? That may or may not be true, right? Why are we bringing up? And you also ran away when people brought up you saying the N-word, and that was true, and you ran away from those as well. Like, I just don't think it belongs in the same video. I don't understand it. To me, because I am partial to Tana on this conversation so far. I'm finding myself on her side based on what I've seen so far, which has not been much. I believe her more than I disbelieve her. But nothing's been proven yet. These are just still allegations. He hasn't brought anything to the table that adds credibility to the allegations. And he's trying to make it look like him. That's what it is. He's trying to liken him running away from controversy to evidence that all of the allegations are true. And then to top that off, as an example of that, he's bringing up the fact that he had a shy away type of reaction to being accused of saying slurs 10 years ago. That's my problem with it. That's my issue with it. He's trying to use it as a way to add credibility to the allegations just because he's not acknowledging them yet. That's the issue. And then using the slurs as an example of that is almost like doing two things. It's adding an example of him running and hiding to something he was guilty of, and it's poisoning the well because he said slurs. That's bad, right? He's a bad person. That's the issue. That's my issue with it. Thank you for forcing me to articulate it further. I appreciate that.
Put him on probation for, as a United States District Judge would later put it, the non-consensual videotaping of a sex act with another student, showing the video to other people, lying to the police about the video, and behaving horribly to that individual. And
that's
at least
not Cody Ko. That's some guy that Cody Ko was hanging out with or promoting. I mean, it's not good. I guess you can take that a little bit. He was hanging out with a guy that was like fucking weird. You are the company that you keep, right? But again, he's trying to liken that to evidence. Like, this is like, he doesn't have evidence, so he's using this.
woman. To make matters worse, the woman in the video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording and that she hadn't actually consented to anything at all.
Okay, so some guy that Cody Ko hung out with was a creep, which isn't good. You are the company that you keep, like that like, but he's trying to, like, in the absence of evidence, he's using this.
You had this man in your videos. You were telling us to follow him on Instagram. And at some point, you did wise up, so he's no longer part of your content, but he still seems like he's very much a part of your friend group. From the continued hangout since then to inviting...
That's weird. That's not good. The guy's a fucking creep and you're publicly hanging out with him still. No, that's bad. All right. This isn't evidence. This is not evidence. So the point, though, is, like, he hangs out with weirdos, so he might be a weirdo. Again, this is being used in, like, the absence of evidence. I don't know. Not good. Not good. Definitely not good.
Him to your wedding just last year, people are under the impression that you're best friends with someone who, at best, committed an illegal sex act and at worst is an alleged rapist.
Yeah, but that's my problem. That's my problem, though. Like, it's weird, but he's, like, putting it into the video. He has no evidence of any of these allegations, and he's using all this shit in the absence of evidence, as if they're evidence that he had to have done it. Which I think he probably did, but we don't know that.
Discover this information over the years. You refuse to say anything at all. You could clarify this, but you won't. But now your cowardice has reached a new low. You've tried speaking, and you've tried silence, and now you're choosing censorship. On your YouTube channel, where you've been pumping out content nearly every day now, I couldn't find a single comment on your last video about this situation. Not even one. Comparing that to the comment section on your Instagram, where every single comment I saw was about this, it's clear that you're heavily censoring your audience on YouTube.
So he's censoring his audience, so he has to be guilty, right? Maybe he just doesn't want people talking about, like, nobody ever wishes that they came out sooner. Remember when Quite was getting accused of all that shit, and he took forever to come out with with his video going over the allegations pushed upon him? That everybody had pretty much already written off Quite for being guilty, and he came out with that video and explained how it was all bullshit. Like, in the interim, yeah, he was censoring comments. Yeah, he was, like, not acknowledging, and like, that isn't evidence that he's guilty. That just means he hasn't acknowledged it yet. I don't know. I mean, I do know, actually. Why am I saying that? I do know. This is not evidence to anything.
YouTube.
He's a huge public figure. He doesn't want this spreading till he can talk about it. I mean, he's not silencing Tana. Tana's talking about it. You're talking about it. This video hasn't been copyright stricken. Tana hasn't come forward and been straight up like, he told me not to talk about this.
But surely you must have realized the limits by now, since people have just transferred the conversation over to your wife's channel. The fact that her comment section is overrun due to your decision to stay silent about this should be all the proof you need that that decision was wrong. At this point, your silence and censorship are a response with disturbing implications.
They are not. They are not. They are not. This video sucks. And I hate it. I hate it. Because, like, I almost agree with the premise where it does, like, this guy looks like, this guy looks like he's probably guilty, right? But the way that he's trying to prove it is, like, so stupid. He's doing it again. He's like, your silence is your response. And what is the response? It's like him admitting it, right? That's like, that's where you're supposed to take the conversation. This guy kind of sucks. He's poisoning his own argument with... Dude, he does suck. Like, the information is here, but he doesn't know what to do with it. This is the same guy. This is it. I knew it. This is the same guy who went after Turkey Tom for saying slurs when he was 13. Like, this guy fucking... Yeah, I'm not a fan. Not a fan. He was winning me over for a little bit. I was giving him, like... There is no evidence. There is no evidence. I'm on the side of Tana. I'd have to say that things look pretty bad for this Cody Ko guy, but this guy has no evidence. He's using all this other bullshit. Like I already went over. He's using all these other things as like in the absence of evidence. He's bringing up like, you are silencing your comment section, and that's all the response that I need. No, it's not. That's not a response. Like, we've had instances where people did the same thing. They didn't talk about it for a while. It took them a while to make a statement. Okay, They were freaking killing their comment sections, and then they came out finally and debunked all of the allegations. Him censoring his comment section is not a response. Like, that is not proof, evidence that the allegations are legitimate or not. Although I do tend to believe Tana here, personally, in my personal opinion, my gut.
The only thing that I've seen this hidden portion of your audience asking for is the truth. So why aren't you telling it? And your silence isn't the only one that's bothering me either.
All these Reddit threads, like if my name's on any thread, it's all getting deleted.
I witnessed the heavy-handed moderation of your subreddit in real time as I researched this video.
Well, like, if the allegation, I don't agree with it. He's still going over this. Like, he's silencing Twitter user number 6,324, and that's evidence that he did it. I don't agree with that. Which, it sucks that this video is bad because I'm believing Tana more than not, and it looks bad for this Cody Ko guy. But this guy just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have anything, is what it is. He has nothing. He's trying to make this like the I'm proving it, and he has no evidence yet.
The page and posts would suddenly be unapproved by moderators after racking up hundreds of comments, removed because they could, quote, instigate drama, or more commonly, just locked and or removed with no reason given whatsoever. I'm sure whoever is doing this thinks they're helping you, but you should
And it might not, that's the other thing. It's on Reddit, right? It could be someone in his, you don't know. This guy's, he's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Probably tell them that they're making things look
And I hate that because I think that Tan is telling the truth, personally. But there's no evidence, and this guy has nothing else to bring to the conversation.
Times worse. But it's not just your moderators, it's your friends and fellow YouTubers too. It's no coincidence that with the exception of the H3 podcast, I haven't seen a single channel over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that this situation exists. And I'm not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this either.
And this whole narrative, like it's not making it to the mainstream, is bullshit too. I was at a party yesterday where people were talking about this, like in real life, like an actual party. Okay. Like the people know about this. It's getting around.
I mean, the same.
And he's like, this isn't getting mainstream attention.
Channels that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channel.
Because they had, wait, Dr. Disrespect. Yeah. Look, here's the thing though. This is after they had evidence.
Channels that were rightfully calling out Dr. Disrespect are silent.
Because there's no fucking evidence, bro. This is the title that you're showing me right now. Dr. Disrespect knowingly sent explicit messages to a minor, former Twitch employee says. So then we have the employee, June 27th. I mean, okay. I might be off if whether Doc came out yet with this. But regardless, like this is a story that is not a good example because we had actual evidence of Dr. Disrespect doing the things he was being accused of. We do not have that for Cody Ko. This is not a good example. This is not you.
People that were talking about the Dr. Disrespect thing are awfully quiet about the Cody Ko instance.
I don't agree. I don't agree. We have evidence that Dr. Disrespect admitted to the allegations. Okay. He messaged a minor. We don't know what the messages were about. We don't know too much about what was said, but we do know that in this title is true. We know that Dr. Disrespect knowingly sent explicit messages to a minor, former Twitch employee says. And then even them, they're like, former Twitch employee says. Like they're not running it as if it's what more do you want? That's the thing. The Dr. Disrespect situation was so much bigger of a story. People have been waiting for information on the Dr. Disrespect ban for 4 years. Maybe the reason it got more coverage is because it was a bigger story than Tana Mogul. Bad example.
Channels that are now completely ignoring a scenario with an even bigger creator being accused of doing something much worse. You can't say it's because the allegations are unconfirmed because the channels that I'm talking about discuss rumors all the time. And this video is all...
Yeah, but maybe it was a bigger story. It was a bigger story. That's why. I didn't even know about this shit till I went to a party yesterday. That literally debunks this whole point you're trying to make. The Dr. Disrespect shit was a ginormously bigger story. I don't give a fuck that the channel has more subscribers than Dr. Disrespect. People have been itching and trying to get information on Dr. Disrespect's situation for 4 years, to the point where the CEO of Twitch was asked about it by Mizkif and he made jokes about it. And you're like, well, all of these other channels talked about the Dr. Disrespect channel, but not the Cody Co shit. It was a bigger story. It's not evidence that anything, like, what? Everyone's trying to cover it up for Cody Co? What is your point?
All the proof you need that there's still plenty to discuss, even without making definitive statements. The general public may not know about the situation, but I promise you...
I was at a party yesterday with a bunch of normies in a hot tub, and the girls were talking about this, so maybe you just need to get out more, dude.
Anyone who's online enough to run a YouTube channel does.
The amount of people...
I didn't know about it till I went to a party in real life, bro.
In this industry who like want to protect him and are like talking to me in a way where it's like they, you know what I mean? Like, or even just friends like, but I love him.
The community's silence on this has been so staggering that people are now saying that commentary YouTube is a boys club.
Yeah, because you're on the fucking drama subreddit like a fucking idiot. I can't prove that from this picture, but I assume so. Let's read it. Let's keep in mind here also that Dr. Disrespect just got slammed by like everybody. Well, so this is a bullshit narrative to begin with, that the commentary community is a boys club. Once there was enough to confirm the allegations, people fucking slammed Dr. Disrespect, who in fact does have a penis. All right. So this is stupid to right off the rip. This is stupid, but let's read it. This classic boys club bullshit. Let's let the brigade call Tana a liar when simultaneously lambasting her for not speaking out sooner, which is something you should say. If something like this happens, you should speak out sooner, because the longer you let it sit, the harder it's going to be to bring the fucking piece of shit that did something to you to justice. We shouldn't fucking make like. It's one thing to like not try to make someone feel bad that they didn't come out sooner, like it's their fault, but also like, no, she should have came out sooner. Okay, we could have gotten this guy. We waited too long. I'm saying that for the next person, so that can ring in their head. So if something happens to them, they come out sooner, so we can get the piece of shit. I hate this narrative where it's like you don't have to. You come out when you feel like it. It's just not how things work. It's just not how things work. How he's putting random Reddit comments on some kind of gotcha. No, he has no evidence, and he's putting all this like dumbass like random shit in the absence of evidence as a substitution to evidence. It's a very bad video. It's terrible. It's awful. I hate how he's putting random Reddit comments on some kind of gotcha. I'm sorry. I'm sure he means well, but I'm sure he means well too. Actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you for saying that, making me say that. Anyway, well, but I can't help but he's painting a picture of creating context before anything. No, like I don't know how long you've been here, but like yeah, no, like he has not presented anything to add to the conversation, other than presenting this and that, other than presenting things that are not evidence as if they are evidence, like where you'd expect a gotcha is like,
and here is Gabby Hanna that's saying a very similar story to Tana said, but not the same story, and no names were said. So we have no evidence it is the same story, but it sounds pretty much the same. So this is like basically evidence that happened. No, it's not. It's not. Now, if you would have called Gabby Hanna and got her to drop some names, at that point, you did something. But until that happens, you got nothing. You got nothing.
AKA a male-dominated space that mistreats women while enabling and protecting men. And the truth is, Cody,
that enabling and protecting man. Oh, dude, how many like yeah, the commentary community's never gone after any men ever. We always protect men. You guys remember when the commentary community all got together and defended Vosh for having Lolly on his computer? You guys remember when the commentary community all banded together and defended Dr. Disrespect last week? You guys remember when the commentary community all band together? Oh, I was going to say someone else, but I can't say that person. Tipster. How about Tipster? It's not true. It's not true. It's just an untrue statement. And he's like, see what they're thinking about us now because we're not talking about this? You're part of the problem. No, there's no evidence. What do you want me to talk about? You want me to make a video like you?
You can make a video just being like, hey guys, we're just going to go over what we know about the situation so far just to make you aware of it. That would be fine. But you're making a 15-minute video and you have nothing more to offer to the conversation and you're acting like you do. You're acting like you're proving something and you're not.
Whether you're guilty or not, you are being enabled to ignore this and protected from having to respond.
I think this guy watches commentary channels that are different than his. Dude, do you not know this guy's lore? This guy went after Turkey Tom and made a whole video going after Turkey Tom for saying the N-word when he was like 13 and calling him a, what do you call it when you're like against Jewish people? Anti-Semitic. And that was like my initial, like, that's how I know of this guy. And it seems like he hasn't changed much.
As an act of misogyny towards Tana Mojo. We both know that on our side of commentary YouTube, any man can easily...
Right? I believe that's him. Let me put a big fat allegedly on that. I'll confirm that real quick. Hold on. Now I'm concerned that I just spread misinformation. What is this guy's name? D'Angelo Wallace, Turkey Tom. Yes, Twitter versus D'Angelo Wallace and Turkey Tom. This is it.
So the YouTuber Turkey Tom recently uploaded a video called YouTube Sponsors.
Yep. I'm right. Yep, that's him. Then this incident that I'm speaking of happened 4 years ago. Thank you, Bo Blacks.
Easily elevate himself by dunking on misogynists in his content and espousing a generally feminist viewpoint. But if that viewpoint turns to silence the moment a situation is no longer cut and dry, then that viewpoint was a brand strategy, not a...
What are you talking? Wait, hold on. This guy sucks.
On our side of commentary YouTube, any man can easily elevate himself by dunking on misogynists in his...
Your side did not do that. You're like Jake Doolittle... Ethan is not online side of commentary. The commentary people that I orbit would make you cry, bro.
To respond as an act of misogyny towards Tana Mojo. We both know that on our side of commentary YouTube, any man can easily elevate himself by dunking on misogynists in his content and
Oh wait, no, I misheard him. I'm a fucking idiot. Saying any man can elevate himself by dunking on misogynists is not what... Okay. I'm an idiot.
Espousing a generally feminist viewpoint. But if that viewpoint turns to silence the moment a situation is no longer...
Okay, so he's saying that it's wrong that people on his side of commentary aren't making videos about this because they're all supposed to be feminists and they have a lot to gain from it. But in this situation, they all like Cody Ko. So there's like a conspiracy to like not talk about it.
Cut and dry, then that viewpoint was a brand strategy.
Dude. Maybe they just don't think there's anything to talk about yet, bro. That viewpoint was a brand strategy. Dude, you made a 15-minute video and it's nothing. It's 15 minutes of nothing. This entire video, all I've learned from this video are more information on the allegations and who Cody Ko is. And that's fine and dandy if you want to make a video just going over the allegations. But you're not doing that. You're trying to like prove the validity of the allegations and call out everyone else for not talking about it. Maybe people are just waiting for more information to come out if there's ever going to be more information. Maybe the reason they didn't use the clip of Gabby Hanna talking about a story that sounded like the story that Tana was talking about is because they have no evidence to confirm it's the same story. And you ran that as if it was corroboration of Tana's story, adding validity to her allegations, and it wasn't.
Not a belief. The misogyny that we should be discussing.
Yeah, we're talking about misogyny. Everyone's just misogynist. We're talking about allegations on a prominent creator of freaking, what would it be? Just being in a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old, and you're like, let's talk about misogyny. Like, dude.
Is right here in the community. Yet
she's calling out his whole community. You're all misogynists.
Thing I'm hearing is a bitter, hollow silence. One that you have
because
the
maybe
power
they just don't
end.
have anything yet,
in
bro.
The beginning, I said
and
it
they don't.
In the middle,
You don't
and
have
I'll
anything.
end with this. One person's testimony does not give me the right to accuse you of doing anything illegal.
But and you did everything but accuse, right? You did everything but accuse.
But I can point out the facts. It's a fact that you and Tana were around each other during the years she specified, as seen in your uncomfortable...
Look, again, he's saying all this shit as if this is not evidence, but it's an undeniable fact that you were in the same state as Tana when she was 17. Like
lab videos, which are still online. It's a fact that Gabby Hanna has made claims that seem to corroborate Tana's allegations.
No, they don't. It's a similar sounding story. I'll give you that. We have no evidence it's the same story. That is not what that is. Stop trying to pass it off like it is. Maybe the reason no one else used that clip is because nobody else thought it added anything to the conversation.
Against you. And it's a fact that you are suppressing your audience's knowledge of these allegations by censoring your YouTube comment section. These things may not prove Tana's allegation.
No, but you're going to present them like they do, right? Yeah, fuck you, dude.
But you better believe that they contextualize them in a way that you need.
Listen, guys. I'm not saying that Santa Claus is real. But these are facts. I don't know who's leaving presents underneath my Christmas tree. There's a lot of people that claim Santa Claus is leaving the presents underneath my tree. And I don't have cameras in my house to suggest anything otherwise. Now, none of these things prove that Santa Claus is real. But you can't deny these facts. Like, that's what he just did. That's what he just did. He was like, I have no evidence, but let me present this as if it is evidence. Like, this guy sucks.
Need to address. And you still have every right to address this, even now. If you have a side of the story that we're missing, then tell it. If I have my facts wrong, say something. Nobody should ever be denied the right to tell the truth, no matter what. I'm sure we can all agree that everyone should have the right to speak.
How about this? How about this, D'Angelo Wallace? On the 13th of July, yesterday, were you in Pennsylvania? Now, I'm not saying that D'Angelo Wallace had anything to do with what happened to a certain former president on the 13th of July. All I'm saying is, I have no evidence he wasn't in PA. You can't deny that fact. You can't deny the fact that he wasn't on live. You can't deny the fact that D'Angelo Wallace wasn't on a live stream proving he wasn't in PA at a certain rally yesterday. Now, I got no evidence he was involved, but you can't deny these facts. Yeah, you suck, dude. You fucking suck, dude.
The truth. But that's exactly why I couldn't just sit here and watch the whole world tell Tana that it doesn't apply to her. Regardless of the truth of the situation, I'm just so disappointed either way. That is all. Goodbye, Cody.
Dude,
all right.
That video fucking sucked. Let me summarize. I can say this much, right? Based on what I've seen and how Tana's handling the situation, I would be very shocked if Tana is lying. That being said, I've seen no evidence. I've seen no evidence of the allegations. I'm not Tana's friend. I'm not her dad. She's not entitled to me believing her. I don't know who she is behind the scenes. But videos like this, dude, this guy can take this video, like this is a big platform. This is 1.63 million subscribers, 500,000 views. Like, just, if I wanted to make a statement and try to flip some shit, like people are trying to paint me out to be a monster and I'm not, and I was a monster, I would take this video and I would tear it the fuck apart. Like, nah, I don't like him. I thought that was very bad. I thought that was very poorly done. That was very bad. I didn't like it. That gets a down vote from MeJoeShmoe. And it sucks because I kind of agree with the premise that Cody Ko's probably weirdo and Tana probably was taken advantage of when she was 17. But we have no evidence of the allegations, so I can't say anything more than what I personally think based on my gut impression and press it very hard that there are no evidence of any of these allegations. But what I can tell you is it's a fact that I wasn't there that night. Like, it's a fact that I wouldn't know anyway. Like, I don't know. Just the guy had nothing to add to the conversation, but desperately tried to, and it made the whole thing look bad. And then he was calling out other people, calling out his own community for not rushing to make videos calling out Cody Ko. And then Tana's not even brigading a witch hunt. She's not telling anyone to pick up her pitchforks. Even the examples that he showed of people shitting on Tana, they were dislike bombed into oblivion.
So the public perception seems to be that Cody Ko's a fucking weirdo, right? But we don't have any evidence. Once the evidence drops, the videos will come, right? And then use Dr. Disrespect as an example of like, well, you talked about Dr. Disrespect. That people were waiting for information on the Dr. Disrespect situation for 4 fucking years. The CEO of Twitch has made comments about it. It was a huge, ginormous story. You're trying to use the fact that people were quicker to talk about that than Tana Mongeau as an example of everyone's just a coward. They're too scared to talk about it. Yeah, not a good video. That's that. Hell yeah. We hate that. Is there anything else I can watch on this subject? That was like the video. That was like the video. I think Cheeto was doing something, right? Who was talking about this? Who's the other guy? Long-haired guy. Big blonde hair, long-haired commentator guy. Who is he? Lyrics. People seem to like Lyrics. Wasn't he just live talking about this shit? Someone was. I was going live and somebody was talking about it. You guys hear the new Eminem album? Pretty dope. I like it. Not all of it. I'm lying. I like all of it. People like at a party yesterday were like, this one track was kind of lame. And I was like, I can see why you'd say that.
With balls in his do-rag, he sags, fearing no man. He stands pinning his hand like Edward Scissorhands.
Does anybody here care to go over D'Angelo Wallace's beef with Turkey Tom from back in the day? I actually referenced the video from Turkey Tom that he deleted in my new video. Anybody there willing? Anybody there that wants to see that? I'll go over it. We'll watch D'Angelo Wallace's video. We'll watch the Bo Blacks video.
You wanna know how I do it? I can't explain the shit. Mechanics brain with a pinch of Big Daddy Kane in it. But I can show you the ropes till you get the hang of it. Elephantitis to the nuts element of intelligent hoodlum arrested development. Cellar dwellers and wise intelligence. It's elementary through hell I went. Accelerant from lack of melanin. Failing in school, smart eloquent. Help me to rebel against shit so well invent. So eloquently, yeah, I was irrelevant. Soon as I quit giving the fuck, I started a celibate. Now there's travel inside the mind of a hater. Cause I don't see no fans, all I see is a bunch of complainers. Kendrick's album was cool, but it didn't have any bangers. Wayne's album and Ye's couldn't tell you which one was lamer. Joyner's album was corny. Shady's new shit is way worse. Everything is either too tame, it is too much anger. I didn't like the beat, so I hated, might delete later. You nerdy freaks would find something wrong with 36 chambers. It's what they do to the greats. Pick apart a Picasso and make excuses to hate. So you can wait for your flowers until you're blue in the face. Stupid, you ain't gonna get them until your funeral wake.
People are talking about politics in my fucking subreddit, in my fucking Discord. Does anybody want to see that? I'm not getting any response from the chat. I only got 3 people in here right now.
Well, we did it now.
I'm gonna watch more. I know what to do. There's always one more thing to do. Wait, what the fuck? Mike the Bike just posted a new video. I feel bad watching his shit. Because he's kind of like small when it comes to like subscribe. He deserves much more than he has. Hold on, I'm going to pull something up quick. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's learn about this ghost. Let's ghost. Here it is, dude. My ghost friend. Watch with Ghost. What is this? Do they have longer videos?
My Ghost Friend compilation 1. Oh, let's fucking go, dude. Yeah, I like the ones that are more like... I don't hate these, but I like these. I like this. Oh, there was them watching a commercial or some shit. Like an older version of the same show? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. There's just something like... There's something nice about this art style. I just need to get to the bottom of the lore. There is lore here. I think we should watch the shorts. I thought the compilation would just be the shorts. The shorts are what are popping off. These are what bringing in the people. So what is we got? Go you ate my Ghost Friend 5. When shit started getting crazy. What's this one? Jesus Christ. What the fuck? What the hell's... What? Alright, some of these hit harder than others. This is a pretty old one. They didn't really start hitting their stride till there's a turning point here. Till episode 17, I think. Very interesting. Yeah, they hit their stride. They hit their stride around episode 17. That's when things got crazy. That's when things got really good. What happened next? I watch these all day, dude. I genuinely watch these all fucking day. Is there something wrong with me? This is what I do, dude. If I'm pooping, this is what I'm watching, bro. This is the type of content I've been into these days. This is the shit, dude. This is what I watch all day. My Ghost Friend, dude. I'm into this. See, there's lore. There's lore. He has like a strained relationship with his father, dude. His father's looking for him. He's missing. His father's like this powerful CEO dude, and he's looking for his son, dude. He's living with this ghost girl, dude. And he's having a flashback to his father, dude. You thought I was joking, dude. There's lore. There's fucking lore. And in some of the episodes, we get to see the father and how he's like hiring people to try to find his son, dude, who's living with the ghost girl. This is so good, dude. This is so skippity, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Let's see what we got next. Bob, guess what I brought here? This is the best, dude. This is why I watch this all day, dude. I sit on my lunch breaks and just watch my ghost friend. Unironically, dude. Hold on, let me put a poll up for people joining to see if there's any interest in the Turkey Tom thing, but... I'm gonna go over old school Turkey Tom beef with D'Angelo Wallace. I don't know how to spell his name though, so people hopefully if they give a fuck they'll ask and I'll tell them. There's a poll. I need 5 votes and I'll go over it. Otherwise I'm watching my ghost friend and then I'm probably gonna get off. She wants to be scary, bro. What the fuck? Dude, Ghost Girl's my shit, dude. Although this is a Genshin Impact promotion, unfortunately. I'd take the bag. I want the lore. Oh, those are Among Us people. Yo, it's a cheeseburger. Show him a cheeseburger. Hell yeah, bro.
Thank you so much.
Feeding. Why is he doing this? There's this rich girl that he works for and has a crush on him, the yellow thing, and that's funny. I promise that's funny. It's just so wholesome. I love it.
Is this brain rot? Is this considered to be brain rot?
You saw me standing alone.
So she's gonna get drunk. All right. Looks like everyone's shoving off, guys. I don't got nobody in here. I guess got Dave Jones. If we would have had some interest for the Turkey Tom shit, I would have went over it, but should I go over it? What's the poll at? The poll's weird because I only have one person in here, but I have multiple votes. Should we just do it? How long's the Bo Blacks video? Everyone got sick. No one had the patience to wait for me to wait for the vote to go through. Well, we did get a yes. So what happened was Turkey Tom made a video. So this D'Angelo Wallace guy that recently put out that video that seems to be the one everyone's reacting to when it comes to the Tana Mongol, Cody Kobe drama. He had a beef with Turkey Tom like 4 years ago. Basically, the premise that I remember was Turkey Tom did like a video about how advertisers were bad, taking promotions for taking sponsors. YouTube sponsorships were bad. It was bad, and he made a video calling Turkey Tom. D'Angelo Wallace made a video going at Turkey Tom, calling him he brought out all the stops. He's like, hey, you're a racist because you said a slur when you were 13. He said, I keep forgetting the word for when you hate Jewish people. What is the word for anti-Semitic? You're anti-Semitic. Unfortunately, nobody's here. I just realized the video from Bo Blacks is like 25 minutes long. And the Nicholas Diorio video is 27 minutes long. And the Willie Mack Show video is 20 minutes long. There.
Oh my god, it's time to eat turkey. Thanksgiving just doesn't seem to end. I love it when commentators go to war. We're so used to handing out judgment.
Oh, look, I like this already. Look at this. I already have a like on this one. I must have liked this video 4 years ago. I don't know if I have the energy to go over this. You know what? In fact, I don't. And nobody's here anyway. But which is weird because we got 3 votes and 1 concurrent viewer. But nobody's here. I don't think anybody wants to hear it. Be honest with you. I was trying to convince myself to do it. Dude. Nah. I'm getting off. I'll go over it some other time if people are interested. Yeah, no, I'm tired anyway. I think it's about time to wrap it the fuck up. How long have we been live? 2 hours. All right, that's a Sunday stream. We picked like 7 concurrent viewers. That was cool for a little tiny bit. The D'Angelo Wallace video sucked. You know, hopefully justice is served. Cody Ko guy sounds like a creep, but got no evidence yet. So, all right. Well, Dave Jones, thanks for watching. I'm out. Make sure everyone goes and watches the new video I have. I'm going to go watch the new Big Bungie video, actually. I'm really excited for that one. You might like that one. It's about a girl who thinks that she's like 600 different people. It's funny. Go watch the Big Bungie video. All right. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye. Peace.